Welcome back to an exciting video. And what we're going to do today is I'm simply going to give you an update on the Trace Taylor Great Guitar giveaway. So, as you can see, it's very bright in here. And what I've had to do is I've had to pull down my, how light my window is back here? It's I had all my blackout up there, but I am in the I may get one more video out in this podcast room, but this is going away this week. And hence that's why that's been ripped out. And it's got kind of a gold hue, because you can see my deflector here. I had to stick it in the window because it was so much light coming in, and I got the gold side facing out, so it's putting off a lot of gold light into the room. But yeah, I'm moving the podcast room, and it is going to be simply awesome when I get into the new room. And hopefully, like I said, I'm going to try to get one more video shot out of here or out of this place. And then after that, it'll be over into the new place where it will be shot. So that is very, very exciting. But what I wanted to do is I want to give a quick update on the Trace Taylor Great Guitar giveaway. I've got something on my computer here, and it's driving me insane. So what I'm going to do is, because we were doing the... if we hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, that I was going to give away that beautiful Ibanez 1070 PBZ, and I'll put a link up to it so you can see the original video on this. And we're obviously not going to hit the number in the time allotted, and a lot of that is my fault. I've been crazy busy. Band's been playing. We're getting ready to take off again this weekend, and we're going to be out playing through the month and all the way into October. And we're going to end it with this big Oktoberfest show where we are the headlining band. That is going to be seriously cool when that goes down. I think there's 5 bands total, and we are the headlining band, so that is going to be awesome and very rock and roll. But on that note, I just haven't had time to get the amount of videos out that I need to get out, because one thing you know about YouTube is the consistency has to be on point in order for everything on YouTube to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And I just haven't had time to get it done. And now I'm in the middle of moving this entire podcast room over, and which is going to be seriously cool, like I said, because at that point, this desk will be going away, and then I got a big table in there, and then I'll have the second station set up. But I will be able to accommodate 4 people. But primarily it's just going to be 2 people, but not on this channel, of course. Unless at one point, I got to bring somebody on, then there we go. But we will be doing, once I get over there, I'm going to do this thing on Wednesday nights that if anybody ever wants to call and chit-chat about music or whatever it is, things that I don't know or questions you might have, you will have the ability to call in. I will give you my number. You can call it in, and it'll pick up onto my recorder, and we can go back and forth and knock that out, or Skype or whatever we got to do. So that's going to be pretty cool. So if anybody wants to do that, just drop me a line, send me a message, let me know, and we will make things happen. And I still haven't got my Patreon page fully set up. I've been working on my logo forever, and then after doing that, I completely changed my mind about the logo. I don't want to do that anymore. And that's what happens when you have time to sit and think about things. Case in point, I guess it's been right at a year that I was on the waiting list for the new Fractal FM9. And finally, I got to the point where I just didn't want it anymore, because I've been waiting so long. Other things have taken priority over that. And my FM3 it works pretty damn good, because I've also got the FC12 controller. So my FM3 is basically just not even really a channel switcher. I switch channels on my FC12. I just pick the channel on my FM3, and then all the patch presets are on my FC12. So it has taken so long. They finally sent me an email yesterday about the FM9 Turbo. And I believe it's $16.99 for it, but it's taken so long, I've kind of changed my mind. And because if I'm going to spend $1,700, why would I not spend another $500 or $600 and just get the rack mount? Because I've got an FC12 already, and then just have the big powerful one. So I think I'm going to lean that way eventually and just go on with the rack mount. $1,700 for that's just too much when it's that close of a price point. $1,500 I could see, because my personal opinion, the FM3, that should be about $8.99. The FM9 should be about $13.99. Then you got the the rack, the big rack, the Axe-FX3. I think that should be $19.99, but I think it's like $23.99. But when I'm getting $600-700 close of an FM9 to the much bigger, more powerful rack mount, I'm probably going to go with the rack mount because they've waited so long. They've let me think about it too long. But that's what kind of happened to my logo. I had this badass logo I was doing, this shred until you're dead thing, skeleton holding this guitar for swag and shit. And I just thought about it so long, I just kind of changed my mind about it. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. So I got to do something else. But I digress. This is about the damn guitar. So what we're going to do is, boy, that was a long way to get to this point, wasn't it? So we're going to raise the timeline. Actually, we're just going to end the timeline, period. I truly feel I haven't done my part to get the subscribers rolling like I needed to because I just simply haven't had time. And like I said, I may get one more video out of this podcast room this week, maybe, and then I'll be over in the new podcast room, which we're going to be working on all week to try to get this thing ready to rock and roll. And so I just feel like I haven't done. I've let you guys down. See, now I'm sad. I'm sad to my core. I'm literally crying on the inside because I feel I've let you guys down. So in order to make up for my disappointment of not getting my sheet done on time correctly like I should have, we're just going to get rid of the timeline altogether. And whenever we hit 50,000 subscribers, somebody's getting the guitar. So if you look at it from this standpoint, whoever owns this guitar is already out there because the guitar is going to be guaranteed to be given away now. As soon as we hit 50 grand, whenever we hit it, and I promise once I get into my new studio, I will start getting these things out regularly. My goal has always been Wednesday night, Sunday night, Wednesday night, Sunday night. Man, I'm so all over the place right now because there's so many things happening in my world. I'm having a hard time keeping to that schedule because it's been, 2 weeks since I've put a video up? And I've been trying to get this damn Moonlight Sonata video ready forever. And just something keeps getting in the way because that is going to be a very long video series. It's going to be spanned over a few videos. Because we're going to learn how to do it on piano, and then we're going to learn how to do it on guitar, which will be seriously cool. So we're just going to lift it. No more timeline. Whenever we hit 50,000 subscribers, somebody's winning this absolutely beautiful guitar. So that makes me happy because I really do want somebody to win this guitar. I love what I do here. I love my YouTube channel. And once I get into my new place, this is going to be priority number one. Everything else is going to, well, not everything else, but most everything else is going to have to take a back seat because this is my priority and I want to get this thing. I want this just to be a huge, huge channel full of information, knowledge, and stupid ass remarks and one dude who talks way too much because that is me. So like I said, we're getting rid of the timeline. Somebody is definitely winning this guitar. So what we need to do is get everybody you know, preferably music people. You know, don't get some guy who hates music. Although I do have a couple of subscribers who play no music whatsoever. They just get on the channel and they send me messages all the time, which I find that pretty interesting. I find that very interesting. So, timeline is lifted. 50,000 subscribers. Whenever we hit it, boom, somebody wins the guitar. That makes me very happy. I want somebody to win it that will greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if by chance you do win this guitar and you're like, dude, I've already got one, and, give it to somebody else, that would be very Christian of you, and that would also be very cool. And if you're not a Christian, then that would just be very damn cool, period, of you to do that. But if you don't have one and you win it, then fantastic. God bless you, and play. Just wear it out. It is a fantastic guitar, and you've seen pictures. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try to get one more video out of this podcast room before I get out of here. And then hopefully next week I will be picking things back up. Now, there will be an interim because even though my podcast room will be set up at the new place, I will still be moving over the course of the month. So it's going to be tough getting everything because I'll literally have to be going over there and shooting, coming back here and editing while I'm moving everything. My computer is going to be one of the last things to get out of here. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up right there. And somebody's going to win the guitar. So let's get people to subscribe. If you have subscribed, hit the bell, share the videos, because that helps the algorithm tremendously. And the more it helps the algorithm, the more people subscribe, the faster we give the guitar away. I promise I'm going to get my Patreon page set up. I do have my Instagram, but I have not done sheet on it whatsoever. Well, I should say shite, because I am Scottish. I've done nothing on my damn Instagram page whatsoever, so I need to get busy on that. But you will see, because I'm going to start taking some photographs and stuff and shoot little snippets as I'm setting up the new podcast room, and I'll be posting them up on the channel. So those of you who are interested can just see what's going on, and those of you who aren't interested, I don't give a shit. Watch them anyway. Watch them anyway. So I'm going to tie it up right there. And as the great Sammy Hagar says, if you miss the beat, you lose the rhythm and nothing falls into place. And let's add one more to it while we're at it, because I love all you guys. As the great Billy Joel says, life is a series of hellos and goodbyes, and I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. But goodbye is not forever. That is not what Billy Joel says. That is what Trace Taylor says. Goodbye is not forever. So we do not say goodbye. We say until the next time.